Okay, to start, I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock and I cut it at 4 inches wide by 11 3/4 long. I scored it at 1, 2 3/4, and 7 1/4. And I took my X-Acto knife and I cut out a square out of the center of it. So when you're done and you fold it and you have it on all the squares, this is what it will look like. It will look like a little frame box that I adhered together. So this will be the treat holder itself. Okay, next, taking a piece of green cardstock, I took the 3-heart punch and I punched this out 4 times. And then I took all my pieces and I separated them into the piles to separate the different sizes that I had. And you should have 4 of each size. Okay, next, taking my green cardstock, I did the same thing and I took my small oval punch and I punched onto my cardstock, and then taking the larger oval punch, I did the exact same thing and punched again so that I would get this ring. And using this ring, I just cut part of it apart to make my stem. So I have my stem, and then I just simply took my hearts and tried to put them together to make my clover. Okay, and then just taking some of my glue, I just put some glue in the center there, and I just took a little gemstone that I had and placed that in the center, and that's how I came up with my clover. Okay, next, taking a piece of black cardstock, I punched out a 1 3/4 inch circle, and I punched out 2 of the word windows. And taking my black circle, I just cut off about 3/4 of the way down and just cut off a portion of it. And taking my word window, I just took some glue and adhered that to the top. Or you can take some snail. I'll do snail just for the video. So I adhered that across the top. And then taking the other word window punch that I cut it in half, and I used that for the feet, and I just applied some snail onto there, and that gave me the legs to my cauldron. A lot of you have seen me do this cauldron pot before. I use this at Halloween time for my witches, so it's the same thing. I'm just changing it for the pot of gold, and I will put my punch halfway in there with a piece of gold paper and punch that out, and as you can see, that will make the top for my gold coins. And I just put that in there and apply a little bit of adhesive to keep it down. Okay, and then once I have that, I just put a little bit of adhesive on the back and attach that onto my bag as well. Okay, and then to make the rainbow, it basically was the same steps that we've done before. I took different color papers, and I started with the smaller oval in the center, and then punched out the larger oval on top. And I got the ring, and then I just basically had cut the ring down. And you can make this as wide as you want, as thin as you want, and I just started basically attaching them onto my bag.